Good evening and welcome to tourist island Terschelling. It's time to show you around the island. We have here, first of all, the diarrhea tablets. Now, as you can see, these are all finished. Terschelling food is one of the most famous in the world. Now, this discotheque, as you can see, is very small. It's one of the smaller discotheques in the world. But in this side door here, you can manage to get 300 people. And of course, it's not open now. It opens at 10 o'clock. And there's probably one or two people still sleeping inside, cleaning up the mess from last night. Anyway, we'll be visiting that later in the program, of course at nighttime, the nighttime version for adults only. Now over here we have the Terschelling Live Sculpture Limited, which as you can see is sponsored over here, camera, to the Heineken Brewery Limited. And this is Mr. Heineken and his wife. And you can see that they don't trust any kidnappers anymore, so they stand on buildings to make sure that nobody can kidnap them in the future. Moving on to the Open. This is another exciting disco bar. It's called Open, and they say that they're never closed, which is a nice idea. So we'll hop in and say hello to the people in the disco. What kind of people do you meet in this bar? Any famous people have dropped in here in the time?
No, not too many.
Well, you see, there's another thing. Nobody ever famous comes to Terschelling. And Rob, have you been owner of this bar now for 3.5 years?
Yeah.
Rob's been owner of this bar for 3.5 years. And sorry, Rob, keep back. Okay. And we'll be coming back to Rob again later. Well, Rob, I hope everything goes okay. This is called the Bar OK 18.
Yes.
Well, don't forget, everybody, the Bar OK 18. Just ask for Rob, and you'll get free drinks as long as you say he told you. One of the traditions of Terschelling is hanging around bars waiting for free drinks to come out. And you can see all of these people can't afford to go in to buy a Terschelling beer, so they wait here until the people who can't drink anymore come outside, puke it up on the pavement, and then these people come along with spoons and eat up. An old Terschelling tradition. Across here we have the Terschelling helicopter. Now, this was one of the inventions of Terschelling which never quite got off the ground, you might say. And the idea was good. It was a helicopter, one-bladed helicopter. But unfortunately, they didn't realize in the days when the helicopters were invented that you shouldn't build it of stone attached to the ground. So the Terschelling helicopter stands there still hoping to get off one day, and it's been traveling like that for the last 40 years. Now, that's the end of the tour. I hope you're ready to come round again. We have what we call in Terschelling guilders, and normally when we find Terschelling guilders, we take the 5 cents and throw them into the Terschelling fountain, which is one of the, which is made, if you notice, by Globe Terschelling, one of the most famous fountain makers of Terschelling. And he was, of course, very famous in his architectural qualities. Frank Lloyd Wright, Corbusier, and of course Globe Terschelling springs to mind together. Now, the dropping of the 5 cent coin into the Globe Terschelling fountain is one of the great traditions of Terschelling, and as you can see, everybody wants to follow suit. So there they are, there they come. There's another one dropping in, and you make a wish as it goes in, and you wish that maybe the sun comes back. Well, thank you everybody, and good night, and that's all from me here in Terschelling.